The neighbors bought food for Sister Rose, a widow all alone, 84 years old. That's unity. Ryan sees that change comes when we stand. So she had a plan. She went door to door with voter cards in hand. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. At the corner store, Jordan saw the food wasn't very fresh, so she starts a co-op for all to eat the best. As a boy, I was his daddy's handyman. He learned all he could. Now he's grown up and has a business in the hood. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. If you have the faith, size of a mustard seed, you can tell that mountain to move. Mountain, move. We walk by faith, not by sight. Take a stand and do what's right. Our children need purpose in their lives. We must teach them right to lead us on. The future's now in sight. Look inside yourself, embrace your gifts. All that is unique, it makes us one, creative and complete. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season.
I created the idea, they embraced it as their own. Use it to ground and guide their lives and to enrich their lives and to leave a legacy for their children afterward. So I honor my people and I'm proud of them. And I say to us, always practice the principle, because in the final analysis, every principle must be a practice, because in the final analysis, practice proves and makes possible everything. That is how we build the good world we all want and deserve to live in.
Aloha. I'm Adishina Agunalese, and I live on Maui. I'm a longtime friend of Makeda Dredd and one of the co-founders of the World Beat Center back in the 1990s. I'm also on the board. And I just wanted to wish everyone a fabulous 40th anniversary Kwanzaa celebration. And I wanted to say Abarigani. Today is Nia, which means purpose. And we must know and recognize that we are the heirs and the custodians of this human civilization because it was born in Africa. And we must believe and work towards not only our own purpose in life, but the forward evolution of human existence on Earth. So happy Kwanzaa, and have a fabulous new year 2021, being safe and wearing your mask, or as we say in Hawaii, ha'oli makahiki ho. Aloha.
And welcome back. Well, Kwanzaa is almost here, and at the World Beat Center, they're sharing a free celebration with all people, all races, and all families. Makeda Dredd and Pei are here to tell us about this event and to share the traditions behind the holiday. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Habarigani.
Is that how you say it?
That's how you say it. That means what's the news.
Terrific.
And there's 7 days of Kwanzaa. So each day you say Habarigani, and you better know what day it is.
Habarigani.
Habarigani.
Okay.
And that means what's the news. And you would say the first day of Kwanzaa is Umoja.
Umoja.
So Habarigani.
Habarigani.
Umoja.
Okay. And so describe a little, for folks who don't know much about Kwanzaa, maybe you could describe to us what it is.
Kwanzaa is an African holiday, African-American holiday that's based on the Nguzo Saba. It's the 7 principles, and each day has a meaning. And there are 7 days. It starts the 26th of December to January 1st.
Okay.
So, and it's reaffirming our commitment to culture. So it's all faith, all religions can come in and partake in Kwanzaa, because it's strengthening and bonding and it's in gathering.
Strengthening the soul.
And the people, the African people.
And
bringing
community.
them back to their traditional greatness and waking up their memory that's been lost.
Tell us what some of the 7 principles are.
Umoja, is unity. Kuji Chagalia, which we celebrate, self-determination. Ujima, which we're celebrating, and you can see that on the screen, is, collective work and responsibility, which is so important right now that we work together. And Ujima, cooperative economics. All these principles would really help our country and the world right now. And then we get into Nia, and that's purpose, to have a purpose in life. And, that's what all of us need.
So it's a lot about community. Maybe you could describe to us what we have here.
Well, right here you have a kanura, and that is the foundation of the Nguzo Saba.
Okay.
And you have the unity cup, and the unity cup.
This here?
The unity cup is right here.
Oh, this is the unity
Yeah,
cup. Okay.
and really important. That's a map, the mat, Nkika.
This mat here.
Yeah, and they all have Swahili names. That is the foundation. You always have that mat, and then you have the corn, which represents the ear corn represents the children, which is our foundation, and we'll carry on, the children will carry on our legacy.
So really getting everyone involved.
And the fruit, since it's first harvest in Africa, because this celebration is all over Africa.
Right.
So Maulana Karenga, its founder, in the 60s, put this holiday together, which is celebrated all over the world, and there's even a Kwanzaa stamp.
So Pei, tell us real quick what that is that you're holding.
Okay, I have the traditional Shona instrument of Zimbabwe called the mbira. In English, it's called the thumb piano. This one I have is called the mbira zevadzimu, which is the mbira of the spirit mediums, which is used in traditional Zimbabwean ceremonies.
Okay.
Do you want me to play it?
Well, actually, just tell us real quick about the event that's coming up.
Oh, well, we're having 2 days of Kwanzaa. The second day of Kwanzaa is Kuji Chagalia, self-determination.
Okay.
And we're having that the 27th at the World Beat Culture Center. And the 28th, we're celebrating Ujima, cooperative economics. And we have a movie called Black Candle.
Okay.
So a whole movie on Kwanzaa.
Terrific. Thank you so much. And for more information on that, folks can go to sandiego6.com. We appreciate you being here with us this morning. All right. Makeda's coming back to show us a delicious Kwanzaa dish, but first, your family matters to Dr. Canner.
Will your kids be spending time at 2 different households over the upcoming vacation? Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Canner from San Diego 6.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow, this is our first Kwanzaa event in my life, and it is truly, truly amazing. And I just got to give a shout out to the guy over there. I had my first Rasta burger. Man, that thing is the bomb. I'm serious. I was talking to my wife about it. She said, this is not real meat. But it's good, okay? If you haven't had a Rasta burger, you need to check one out because I'm still full, all right? Hey, by the way, we're the Johnson Project. We're from San Diego. And would you believe it? Our percussionist, our conga player couldn't make it tonight. So we're playing in his honor as well, okay? God bless him and God bless all of you. Like I said, we're from San Diego. We play a lot of original material. That last one, that was called Feel the Flow. That's on our second CD that we got out on cdbaby.com from an album entitled Worth the Wait, Part 2. And we also have a Part 1, which is our first CD. But I'm gonna stop all this talk right now. Let me get back into the music. Here's a song we call Morning After. wasting all the time. amazing project. And then I'm just gonna, get everybody's attention. This is the protocol for the rest of the program. We're about to do our candle lighting ceremony and our harambe, but we're gonna have a few words from our founder and executive director, Ms. Makeda Dredd.
Listen, this guy can croon like Frankie Beverly. You gotta, when you start eating, you gotta listen to this. Okay, let me hear you hit. I want an acapella too, come on. You make me happy. You've heard that before, haven't you? Stood right beside me. All right, you're gonna have more. Johnson Project, give it up. Two brothers. Habari Gani, happy Kwanzaa, 5th day of Kwanzaa, Nia, purpose. And you see the Kwanzaa altar right here. Nia, to make our collective vocation the building and developing of our community in order to restore our traditional greatness. And that's to restore our people and taking them to their traditional greatness. Yes, Kwanzaa is a great day to celebrate Nia. You have to have a purpose in life. You have to have a purpose, a sense of purpose, and know where you're going and not let anybody take you down, because you're gonna have a lot of obstacles, but that's a part of the whole story of the universe, because it's built on impermanence. Nia, purpose. Teach that, keep going. World Beat Center had a purpose, and here we are, celebrating Kwanzaa. Dr. Karenga had a purpose. In 1966, he gave us Kwanzaa when there were the whole rebellion in Watts. Marcus Garvey had a purpose. He gave us a flag, red, black, and green. Red for the struggle of our people and our blood that we shed, our ancestors shed. Black because of our greatness and our race of human race, the first race of people. Green because of Africa and the richness of our future, our children. So purpose is so important, and keep, like I said, keep going forward. You'll have a lot of obstacles, but if you are kind and compassionate and not just about yourself, and build a whole community to restore our traditional greatness. Harambe, harambe. Hold tight, I'll see you later on in the show. Happy Kwanzaa.
Black people all over the world. Habari Gani. Unity in our community. We come together as one big family. That's Umoja, Umoja. Self-determination, we know who we are. Our heritage is so rich. That's Kuji Chakalia, Kuji Chakalia. Collective work and responsibility. That's how our ancestors built the pyramids. That's Ujima, Ujima. Cooperative economics, spend your money where it counts. Support black businesses. That's Ujima, Ujima.
forget from whence you're from. Master antennas of peace and freedom. Dance to the rhythm of the Ewok drum. Never humdrum, you're dealing with the sun. It's a horizon of a loud, proud free. Sticking to the plan to the just free. Now my attitude is worse than an AK. Never stopping on my school tongue straight. Never essence of fight, keeping it tight. We man futuristic, we offer insight. We're next. Back for the next level boom. He's back, chilly moves, dark sun. We're next. Modern day, not glow. The cypher.
Dancing. Now, it is time for morning prayers. Everyone. Today's lesson is about speeches. Speaking is very important because it is your way of communicating. So, your homework was to have your speeches ready. Who has their speeches ready? Zinzi Mandela. You have your speech ready? Let's see.
During my lifetime, I have dedicated my life to the struggle of the African people. I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. It is an ideal that I have cherished. For determination, and hopefully I will be alive to see it realized. But, my Lord, if need be, it is an ideal that I am prepared to die.
Very, very good, Zinzi. Your father's words. Silence. Sarafina, take away the small children. Wait. I hear them. They're coming. In Soweto, the policemen and government armies fired on defenseless children. And today we honor those children that were lost to the struggle in South Africa.
the presence of the army and the police, not only in our schoolyard, right inside our classes. Those were the days of anger, the days of panic and fear, the days when our brothers and sisters disappeared into the police cells. Others came back, and others never came back. We were told others hung themselves in the police cells in detention, and others fell in the showers and died. And again, we were told others tried to escape by jumping from the 10th floor interrogation room at 24th Square, maximum security prison. Their bones were found scattered. Their bones were found scattered in the streets of Johannesburg, and others languishing in drains. Others never recovered from the electric shocks of the interrogation room. Up to this day, they are lunatics.
I created the idea, they embraced it as their own. Use it to ground and guide their lives and to enrich their lives and to leave a legacy for their children afterward. So I honor my people and I'm proud of them. And I say to us, always practice a principle, because in the final analysis, every principle must be a practice, because in the final analysis, practice proves and makes possible everything. That is how we build the good world we all want and deserve to live in.
You forgive each other. This is a time to forgive, you know. This is the time to bring us together in unity. No fighting, no wars. First day of Kwanzaa, we all celebrate the unity And we just stop fighting, stop arguing. And that's the first day of Kwanzaa. So what we say on the first day of Kwanzaa and every day of Kwanzaa, we say Habari Gani. So I'm going to say Habari Gani.
Habari Gani.
And I would say Umoja.
Umoja.
Because you asked me, what's the news? Habari Gani. They don't say, in African language, they don't say, hey, hello, how you doing? They go Habari Gani. That means when you walk up to somebody in the village, you go, Habari Gani, what's the news? And they go, oh, yeah, well, this has happened. And so and Kwanzaa, the whole Kwanzaa time, from the 26th to January 1st, somebody's going to come up and say, Habari Gani. And I go, and I better know the name. I better know the principle, the day of Kwanzaa. So in Umoja, they're going to come up and say, Habari Gani. And I'm going to say, Umoja, Asante Sana. That means thank you very much. Everybody, collectively. So somebody tell me about collective work. What is that? All of us together.
It's getting all together and working together.
So all your dreams, whatever you want to dream, you can do it. And then you bring it down around this, okay? Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Harambe! 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 These let's join together as a people, as a whole. Okay, I need somebody to play this drum. Who's gonna play this drum? Okay. This is yours. Okay. So you're gonna do. A drum is really important. When we start, we have a drum call, a drum roll, and we pour libation. What's libation? We pour. That means we pour it on the earth, and we do a sacred prayer. So that's libations. In Africa, we always pour a libation, right on the earth. Okay? And a drum is really important because in most cultures, when they conquered a culture, they take the drum. And why is that? Because that's how we communicate. The drum is our heart. In Balboa Park, they banded the drum. World Beat Center brought the drum back into Balboa Park. You couldn't drum there in the park, but we brought it back, and there's drumming everywhere. I go, there's Native American drumming, there's Brazilian drumming, there's African drumming. So here we go. Okay, here we go. We'll do it's right here, and it's tone on the drum. Slap, slap, bass. Okay, here we go. You gonna follow me? Good. You got it. You got it. Go crazy. Anybody else? Do I get another drummer up here? Teacher, do I get one more drummer? I get another drummer. Okay. Let me see. Oh man, who hasn't talked or anything?
Me.
Whoever, oh hey, come on up here. Hey, this person here, I held in her arms when she was a baby. When she was a baby, and she does a lot of things, and she knows about meditation. She grew up with meditation and things like that. And here we go.
Do you know her?
I think I know her.
Ananda.
Here we go. Oh, okay. You want to start with Ananda? What was it? Good. Good. Thank you very much. Thank you. One more time, drumming. Say thank you to my kids. Are we saying in Swahili? Asante. Asante. Your mom and your mom thing. Oh wow. Give me a hug. Hey. Give me a hug. Gracias. Gracias. You know what? That was pretty good. I really like
Harambe, 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 Harambe! This is Jax from Secret Life of Jax, a Paragani, and you say, Nia, it is the 5th day of Kwanzaa. Nia means purpose. A member of the family will be chosen to light all the candles for the day, and the principle of the day will be discussed. Something will be poured in the unity cup, and starting from the eldest to the youngest, you will sip from the unity cup. But because it's COVID, everybody should have their own cup. And then after that, everybody will say Harambe 7 times, all together, raising their fists up and down. Harambe, 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 Harambe!
Yeah.
call us, let us know it's about to jump off. Habari Gani, everyone? I said Habari Gani? Nia, Asante Sana, Habari Gani. Welcome to the 5th day of Kwanzaa in celebration at the World Beat Center, World Beat Cultural Center, and our theme, as you know, is Liberation Through Purification. Again, I'm your Masters of Ceremony, Minister Tukufu Kalonji, and we're going to start our venue off as we traditionally do with a libation. And as you know, this is a participatory activity, so when you hear me say Ashe, Hotep, Ashe, and Hedi, I want you to repeat that after me. And those, again, is the Kemetic language and the Yoruba language and the language of Swahili, and they all basically mean the same thing: goodness, peace, blessings. So we're calling that spirit into the house tonight. Our mothers and fathers came here, lived, loved, struggled, and built here. At this place, their love and labor rose like the sun and gave strength and meaning to the day. For them then who gave so much, we shall give in return. On the same soil, we will sow our seeds and build and move in unity and strength. May our eyes be the eagle, may our strength be the elephant, and may the boldness of our life be like the lion, for as long as the sun shines and the rivers flows. Hotep, Ashe, Hedi, for Shaka, Samori, and Zinga, Menele, Imhotep, and all those who dare to define, defend, and develop all those who dare to defend our ancestral land from alien invaders. For Shaka, Samori, Garvey, Muhammad, Malcolm, King, Fannie Lou, Tubman, Sojourner Truth, and all those who dare to define, defend, and develop our interests as a people. For our children to live fuller and freer lives. Hotep, Ashe, Hedi, for Garvey, for Kawaida and the Iguzo Saba, the new system of views and values which give identity and purpose and direction to our lives, and for the struggle that we continue, which will inevitably place us in history as a free, proud, and productive people, stepping back on the stage of human history, doing that which is right and good, resisting wrong, not letting any good be lost whatsoever. Hotep, Ashe, Hedi. Now I call on you to call the names of your folk who may not be, as I've said before in the history books, their names, but yet their ancestors, and they paved the path for you.
Jimmy Collins. Miriam Hess.
Samuel O'Neill Moore. Catherine and Walter Summers. All right. Hotep, Ashe, Hedi. May this be done as is found in the sacred teachings. All right.
You see, it's an African American and Pan-African holiday because it has its roots, as you know, founded in continental harvest celebrations, first fruit celebrations as they call it. In fact, the name Kwanzaa comes from the phrase Matunda ya Kwanzaa, which means first fruits. But it also has its roots in the African American liberation struggle and movement initiated in the 60s and has continued, henceforth in a forward progressive motion. Some of you may or may not know, when the holiday was first initiated, it was celebrated by a particular segment of the black community, which was the nationalist community, but now it has grown such, and because it has such expansive and rich meaning to us as a people, and quite frankly to the world, that has grown beyond the nationalist community, as we see many different people here tonight. To introduce and reinforce the Iguzo Saba, the 7 principles. That core value system, not everybody has or lack of, either has a value system or a lack of. And so one participant, and you ma'am, right here in front, say me your name again? Heather, had raised the issue of the 7 principles being a universal. And again, they are universal because while these come from African context, you can check in other people's cultures and you'll see similar, if not the same values. But the fact of the matter is, every group of people, every cultural group has its core values. And its values, as cultural values, they contain an inherent spiritual quality. But that doesn't mean they're relegated to, as I mentioned yesterday, one religion or another.
Everyone, and happy holidays. My name is Maria Antoinette, and I'm going to play for you my latest Christmas single, which is titled My Favorite Things, which is one of my all-time favorite Christmas songs. So I was more than excited to be able to record this beautiful, wonderful little gem. So enjoy. My favorite things.
I'm Adishina Agunalese, and I live on Maui. I'm a longtime friend of Makeda Dread and one of the co-founders of the World Beat Center back in the 1990s. I'm also on the board. And I just wanted to wish everyone a fabulous 40th anniversary Kwanzaa celebration. And I wanted to say Abarigani. Today is Nia, which means purpose. And we must know and recognize that we are the heirs and the custodians of this human civilization because it was born in Africa. And we must believe and work towards not only our own purpose in life, but the forward evolution of human existence on earth. So happy Kwanzaa, and have a fabulous new year 2021, being safe and wearing your mask, or as we say in Hawaii, ha'oli makahiki ho. Aloha.
Abarigani. Kaumba. Now, where I grew up, in Kwanzaa, around Kwanzaa, you better know what day it is. They're going to look at you like, because you got to know all those principles. It's 7 days. So when somebody comes up and say, Abarigani, I'm going to, Kuchi Chakalia. So it's Kaumba. Because you ain't cool if you don't know what day of Kwanzaa it is, So tomorrow is Imani. Let me hear you say Imani.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me go there. All right. The singer was very fun. If you was dancing, you'd be running behind the woman. So today, you gotta help me out there. Get it over before they run away.
People are talking about black people not helping each other. Black people are talking about black people not helping each other. But take a look, there's 2 over there. Take a look, there's 3 over there. Take a look, there's 4 over here, 5 over there. Black people helping each other. Black people, let's talk about black people helping each other. So now that's black people, let's talk about black people helping each other. Sister Makita is helping black people. Black people, let's talk about black people helping each other. Brother Maulana Karenga is helping black people. Black people, let's talk about black people helping each other. President Obama is helping black, white, and all kinds of people. Black people, let's talk about black people helping each other. Okay, and again, everybody all together. Black people, let's talk about black people helping each other.
Black people all over the world. Abarigani. Unity in our community. We come together as one big family. Aliyah. Collective work and responsibility. That's how our ancestors built the pyramids. That's Ujima, Ujima. Cooperative economics, spend your money where it counts. Support black businesses. That's Ujima, Ujima.
be any celebration that we can't invite the children. And if we are having a celebration that we cannot invite the children, then we need to really think about what it is that we're celebrating and why we celebrate it, okay? All right, without further ado, we have a young lady who I've known for just about as long as I've been here in San Diego. She is a professor at Mason College. I was starting to say City because that's where I met her at City College. I mean, there's a whole lot of things that I can say about her. I think that she's very active in the community. She's done a lot. She's raised 3 beautiful daughters, who you're going to see 2 of them here tonight doing some excellent things. So without further ado, I'd like to present to you Elder Star Lily.
Hotel. Blessings, peace, love, and prosperity. Habari gani? Okay, we're going to repeat after me. Kuji, Chagu, Leah. Kuji, Chagu, Leah. Self-determination. It's a pleasure to be here this evening, and I have some treats for you, because I believe in including our youth in our messages. And we're celebrating Kwanzaa, which is an African-American holiday. It is not a replacement for Christmas. And I say that because I know a lot of Christian people in my community get a little uncomfortable with Kwanzaa because they think it's a substitute for celebrating Christ. And that is not what it is. It is a cultural holiday. And everyone is invited to celebrate Kwanzaa with us because African Americans celebrate other people's holidays. We celebrate Valentine's Day, we celebrate Santa Claus, we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and we celebrate Easter, and we celebrate a lot of other folks' holidays. And so there was a wise young man at the time by the name of Dr. Maulana Karenga. He was a student at UCLA. And in studying his history and his culture, and studying the cultures of Africa, he put together...
Thank you. I was trying to work it out myself.
We're celebrating Kwanzaa, which is an African-American holiday. It is not a replacement for Christmas. And I say that because I know a lot of Christian people in my community get a little uncomfortable with Kwanzaa because they think it's a substitute for celebrating Christ. And that is not what it is. It is a cultural holiday. And everyone is invited to celebrate Kwanzaa with us because African Americans celebrate other people's holidays. We celebrate Valentine's Day, we celebrate Santa Claus, we celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and we celebrate Easter, and we celebrate a lot of other folks' holidays. And so there was a wise young man at the time by the name of Dr. Maulana Karenga. He was a student at UCLA. And in studying his history and his culture, and studying the cultures of Africa, he put together the value system that was common to the cultures of Africa and came up with the Nguzo Saba, or the 7 principles. So we're going to start today with the 7 principles. And the first principle is Umoja, which means unity. So I'm going to ask my daughter and my granddaughter to join me on the stage so that she can sing a song to us to remind us of our beginnings and to remind us of the unity.
My mama gave birth to me. Africa was also born in me, you see. So I already know Africa's created wherever I go.
mama gave birth to me. Africa was also born in me, you see. So I'm already aware, wherever I go, Africa is there. The universe is a thought in the mind of the Creator. You say, what do I mean? First there was the nomo and the thought became a theme. How philosophy, ancient words, sacred as the wings on a bird. Fly, fly, fly away home. Let reality be your home. Let reality be your home. Kudi chagalia, self-determination.
Sometimes you just need a reminder that back, black to the beginning. There was a continent that we now call Africa, which is a Greek word, but it called itself Kemet. It called itself Akubalan. It called itself names that we have yet to discover, but humanity began in that continent, and that human beings spread out all over the planet Earth. And as they spread out all over the planet Earth, they diversified into what we call the human beings of the world, the human race on the planet Earth, the one race that exists. When we understand that, then we are not confused by the lies of mulattoes and quadroons and octroons, which are a product of the plantation. We are not confused by the terms biracial that try to make people divide their own humanity. We are not confused by the Negroids, Caucasoids, Mongoloids. We start to understand the oneness and the connection of all human beings. And when we understand that we are a family, a human family, and that we are citizens of the world, not just citizens of a country, and that everything that happens in the world affects each and every one of us. And so I would like to introduce Ms. Shedahe Yamaisha Rose, who's going to talk to us in word about the family.
Mi familia, dulce bendición.
cultural ensemble. So we're here to sing the national anthem to bring everything into Ujima, which is cooperative. What is it, Deidre? Work and responsibility. See, my daughter knows. She's been brought up to it. She can sing it backwards and forwards and everything. So we're being accompanied by our drummers here. Then we're gonna do the dancehall. Oh, Ibrahim. What country is the rhythm that you're gonna play today?
From Senegal.
From Senegal, and the rhythm is?
West Africa.
Okay, West Africa. I mean, you can't get as basic as that. So here we go. Please, would you everybody rise for the singing of the Black National Anthem. Drummers, please. Okay, now you're ready. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on our way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light, keep us forever on the path we pray.
The neighbors bought food for Sister Rose, a widow all alone, 84 years old. That's unity. Ryan sees that change comes when we stand. So she had a plan. She went door to door with voter cards in hand. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. At the corner store, Jordan saw the food wasn't very fresh, so she starts a co-op for all to eat the best. As a boy, I was his daddy's handyman. He learned all he could. Now he's grown up and has a business in the hood. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. If you have the faith, size of a mustard seed, you can tell that mountain to move. Mountain, move. We walk by faith, not by sight. Take a stand and do what's right. Our children need purpose in their lives. We must teach them right to lead us on. The future's now in sight. Look inside yourself, embrace your gifts. All that is unique, it makes us one, creative and complete. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. The neighbors bought food for Sister Rose, a widow all alone, 84 years old. That's unity. Ryan sees that change comes when we stand. So she had a plan. She went door to door with voter cards in hand. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. At the corner store, Jordan saw the food wasn't very fresh, so she starts a co-op for all to eat the best. As a boy, I was his daddy's handyman. He learned all he could. Now he's grown up and has a business in the hood. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. If you have the faith, size of a mustard seed, you can tell that mountain to move. Mountain, move. We walk by faith, not by sight. Take a stand and do what's right. Our children need purpose in their lives. We must teach them right to lead us on. The future's now in sight. Look inside yourself, embrace your gifts. All that is unique, it makes us one, creative and complete. Celebrate service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa, celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. The neighbors bought food for Sister Rose, a widow all alone, 84 years old. That's unity. Ryan sees that change comes when we stand. So she had a plan. She went door to door with voter cards in hand. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then join in service hand in hand. That's the reason for the season. Happy Kwanzaa. At the corner store, Jordan saw the food wasn't very fresh, so she starts a co-op for all to eat the best. As a boy, I was his daddy's handyman. He learned all he could. Now he's grown up and has a business in the hood. Celebrate family and friends, our present and our past. That's the reason for the season. Elevate community and then
Black people all over the world. Habari Ghani. Unity in our community. We come together as one big family. That's Umoja, Umoja. Self-determination, we know who we are. Our heritage is so rich. That's Kuji Chakalia, Kuji Chakalia. Collective work and responsibility. That's how our ancestors built the pyramids. That's Ujima, Ujima. Cooperative economics, spend your money where it counts. Support black businesses. That's Ujima, Ujima. Round here is Kwanzaa all the time. The 7 principles is how we live our lives. Round here is Kwanzaa all the time. African people losers of a 365. Umoja, Kuji Chakalia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kaumba, Imani. Kwanzaa baby, yeah, that's what's up. Kwanzaa baby, yeah, that's what's up. Umoja, Kuji Chakalia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kaumba, Imani. Kwanzaa baby, yeah, that's what's up. Kwanzaa baby, yeah, that's what's up. Umoja, Kuji Chakalia, Ujima, Ujama, Nia, Kaumba, Imani. Kwanzaa baby, yeah, that's what's up. Kwanzaa baby.
So we had a little trouble, but you guys were so patient. Thank you. And also Antoinette Hatley, we wanted to show you her concert version, a studio version of My Favorite Things, and it's all over the place. And she is just incredible. And pick up her new album if you can. Also, tomorrow night, we have a very special message from Pato Bonton and a blessing for the new year. And it's just going to be a party. It's going to be all our vintage footage from concerts and everything, and then up to New Year's. It's going to start around 8:30 and it'll go into 12. And then in the morning of New Year's, we're going to have a sunrise, a blessing, and then we have a whole panel. And just look for at our Facebook or at our YouTube, and I'll tell you the time of the panel. So it's going to be blessed. It's going to be incredible. And hey, you guys, Habari Ghani, Nia, purpose, and you got to have a purpose in life. Love you so much. Thank you. Tomorrow night, 40th year, 40 years of doing Kwanzaa. I love you so much, all of you. You guys are great. Even when we're imperfect, you're there. Thank you. Jambo.